The volcano suddenly erupted. The volcanic rocks it spat out landed right on the man's chest. It looked like the man's chest was about to be burned through. Firefighters quickly grabbed their tongs to help, but the volcanic rock was too hot. The tongs couldn't handle it.
It's melting.
The man had passed out. The firefighters had no choice but to quickly get a heat-resistant laryngoscope. Only then could they throw the rock off the man's chest. But where did the volcanic rock come from? It turns out, just before that, students were having a pool party, but the volcano under the pool suddenly erupted, and magma started pouring out. The students were so scared, they all ran away. Only one boy, because the music was too loud, he didn't notice, leaned back and fell into the pool. The pool's temperature quickly shot up. A girl tried to pull him out of the pool, but she only grabbed his skin, which had been burned off. When the firefighters arrived, the girl's arm was badly burned. They had to quickly wrap it up and send her to the hospital. But there's one thing I'm curious about. Why build a pool on top of a volcano? By the way, do you know what's hotter than lava? It's the hot Cheetos. One bite, and you'll be hooked. Crunchy, spicy, and bursting with flavor. Ready to challenge your taste buds? Click the link below to grab yours and spice up your snack time.
Daddy? Dad? I'm going to die.
The man's head was stabbed by his kid's ice skate, bleeding profusely, yet he was still comforting him.
You can do it, boy.
The firefighter told the child to stay still. She cut the laces and prepared to pull his foot out of the skate.
1, 2, 3. Foot's clear.
The firefighter asked the onlookers to fetch a towel. The father sent his son to help. As soon as the son walked away, the father burst into crying. He asked the firefighter if he was going to die. It turned out the father had been pretending to be strong in front of his son, but inside, he was terrified. The firefighter could only reassure him while securing the man's head in the skate, then rushed him to the hospital. The foam slowly starts to cover his face. Is he going to suffocate? To help with his sister's new house renovations, the man volunteered to add insulation foam to the roof. But since he wasn't experienced with the foam machine, he didn't see the machine's high-pressure cue. The foam suddenly spewed out in huge quantities. At this time, the long hose trips him, causing him to fall and lose consciousness. By the time the firefighters arrive, the foam has spread down to the floor below. The insulation is so effective at soundproofing and temperature control that they can't locate him.
How do we get him out if we can't find him?
Old-fashioned pick and poke.
The firefighters keep poking at the ceiling while calling out his name. They take out a chainsaw, cut down a section of the ceiling, then remove the wooden boards, finally revealing the man, unconscious, buried in foam. He's quickly lifted onto a stretcher, sent to the ambulance. This son cooks for his mom for the first time. Then his mom falls over. Mom, is it really that bad? The boy quickly calls 911. After briefly explaining the symptoms, the operator tells the boy that his mom might be having a heart attack.
Can you tell me your name and address?
Leo, 2749 Elmer Avenue.
Next, the boy follows the operator's instructions. He first helps his mom lie down, then, following the instructions,
Hold up your left hand and spread your fingers wide. Then take your right hand and put it over your left. Curl those top fingers around your bottom hand.
to wake his mom up faster, the boy puts in all his strength, but he accidentally breaks his mom's rib. The boy gets really scared. He's afraid he hurt his mom, so he doesn't want to keep going, but the operator tells him he has to keep going.
1, 2, 3, 4.
His mom still isn't waking up until the firefighters arrive. They bring out the defibrillator once and again. Finally, his mom's heart starts beating again, and she was then taken to the hospital. Do you love your mom?
See me, Norman! See me now!
When the husband saw the live stream on someone else's phone, he was so shocked that he dropped his iced Americano. The woman screamed, and even when the firefighters brought in the inflatable mat, she shot it and popped it. She even aimed the gun at the firefighters.
I don't want to hurt anybody. I just can't handle being ignored anymore.
The police officer warned her. At that moment, her husband rushed over.
I see you just like the sign says.
Liar! You look right through me. You don't even notice me. I'm just around to collect the mail.
I don't even know what that means. I'm the one who brings in the mail.
The man couldn't convince her, so he decided to play their music. When the song they first heard at the music festival played, whether it was the girl who drank a whole case of beer, or the one with a hangover, he had always loved her.
I see the girl I love!
Everyone clapped. The woman came down from the billboard. But wait, didn't this man forget to hit the play button?
Please help us! We're stuck! We're stuck!
A couple is trapped inside their car, with water flooding in rapidly. The water level is nearly up to their heads. Could it really be raining that heavily? It turns out the water is from a burst sewer pipe, and the immense pressure has caused chaos on the road. Another car crashes, leading to the opening scene. The water is about to rise over their necks. The firefighters smash the glass and climb in through the roof.
My leg's caught! It hurts!
There is a man and a woman inside the car. The woman's leg is trapped under the steering wheel, so they need to save the man in the passenger seat first. The man immediately refuses, saying he wants to stay with his girlfriend through thick and thin.
Guys!
Finally, the boyfriend climbs out after some urging. The firefighter then tries to turn the steering wheel, but it's stuck. The woman's leg is getting worse, and blood is pouring out. The captain tells him to stop the bleeding, or she'll be in danger.
Can't drain it, we move it!
The firefighter grabs a rope and, with the captain's order, the fire truck pulls the trapped car out. The woman is saved. The firefighter pushed through the crowd of onlookers and saw a large chunk of the girl's scalp had been torn off by the stationary bike. The man standing nearby looked guilty, saying he was riding the bike when the girl suddenly flew off it. There was blood everywhere. The firefighter stepped forward to check the girl's condition and realized cutting her hair would solve the problem. The team doctor asked the man to get a towel, but he stood frozen, as if he hadn't heard.
Hello?
Seeing this, the trainer had to go and fetch it herself. They placed the towel under the girl's head and then cut off her hair, taking the scalp with it to the hospital.
A venomous snake slithered into the baby's room. While the baby was shaking his rattle at it, the parents, dining out, checked the surveillance on their phone and saw this dangerous scene. They immediately dialed for help. The rescue team rushed to the scene, forcing the door open to find the baby. Suddenly, the baby started crying loudly. Jack hurried over to pick up the baby and got startled by the snake nearby. Julia grabbed a box to trap the snake. Meanwhile, the baby's parents arrived home. Jack noticed clothes on the floor. The mother wondered where the nanny was.
Where's your laundry?
The basement.
Jack rushed to the basement. He found the nanny unconscious, bitten by the snake. There were snakes all around her. They went back to the car to change clothes for rescue. Then they used fire extinguishers to scatter the snakes, seizing the opportunity to rescue the nanny.
Katie, wake up. It's time to play.
Every day, the girl chats with the mysterious person on the camera. One day, she finds the gift from the mysterious person and then sets the house on fire. She almost burns her parents on the second floor to death. After the firefighters investigate, they find out the mysterious person is actually their former nanny. It turns out she wanted to be the girl's mother.
I'm going to be your mommy now.
The girl was too scared to speak. Coincidentally, at that moment, the captain arrived and subdued the nanny. The girl was successfully rescued.